It is your public service commission. As Georgia ratepayers, we have a right to know who's watching the watchers. As Steve pointed out so eloquently, we can't get that information. These are representatives of Georgians whose job is to protect the ratepayer, and that information is still hidden. There's something horribly wrong about that. There's also about ethics. We look at campaign contributions, and while something is legal, it's not necessarily ethical. The Public Service Commission has judicial functions and legislative functions, and right now it is completely legitimate for someone with a case pending before the commission to accept money. If a judge was to do that in this state and accept money from one of the attorneys, that judge will be removed from the bench. We have to have the same rules for the Public Service Commission. Their decisions affect people. I have a unique experience. I work in low-income senior housing. I volunteer, and I see what happens when the power bill goes up. Yes, we do pay the utilities for our residents in the building, but I see that we have to make a decision as a board to go, okay, what programs do we cut? Where do we find the money to pay the increase in power? So we end up spending a lot of our time looking at energy savings so we can offset these rates without cutting our services to residents. And this is something many Georgians have to do. A great number of Georgians are going into their golden years. They're going to be living on more fixed incomes. And while they may say, well, the average rate only goes up $8 a month, that's $8 a month they're going to have to take from somewhere else in their budget. And looking at this, as a Public Service Commission, it is incumbent on the commissioners to look out for the ratepayers at all times and ask themselves, is this the best for the ratepayer? And right now, what we see among commissioners is this the best for the people giving money to my campaign? Who owns me? Who am I going to make decisions for? We must see more transparency. We need to know when these commissioners are meeting with lobbyists, what they call ex parte meetings. We need to know this is disclosed. The FCC at the federal level requires any commissioner that has a lobbyist meeting to disclose it the next day. Furthermore, as a commissioner, I would set my calendar to be public record the next day. I work for the people. They need to know what I'm doing. They're paying my salary. Right now, we have questions over how much a commissioner even works. It's supposedly a full-time job, and we can't prove they're in there 40 hours a week. What are they doing? Are they watching the hen house or not? And right now, I think they're a bunch of wolves.